Hey everybody, happy part 22 of 30 Days of Robotic Trading with the Finch. Super happy to see you here. Things are looking uh, reasonably better with the New Zealand dollar. Got a lot of questions over the last few days. Some of them interesting, some of them not very interesting, some of them just trolls. Anyway, we did $25 in the smaller $10,000 account, and our drawdown is about $234. And one of the questions that came up was this question of, oh, Rob, you think that a certain dollar amount per day is a big deal, and it's really not because of your drawdown. And I'm gonna address that in a little bit here because that's a really important comment. And I'm going to choose not to focus on the trolling nature of the comment. And instead, I'm just going to assume that this person meant the best. And we're going to be better off for having talked about it. In the larger account, we're only up $50 for the day. We're stuck in so many trades now. And now we have a drawdown of about $7,500, which is not about 7% or so. And I've got all my New Zealand dollar trades open. My average price of entry is about 71.47, 48. And I'm not unhappy to be where we're at right here. And well, that's the focus of exactly what I want to talk about. So let's go to Google Keep here so we can make some notes on the screen. Hopefully this will work out perfectly fine. And I want to make some notes. All right, there we go. So let's take a note if we can. And I'll make the note a little bit longer here so we can fill in the space. Okay. So this individual said, hey, Rob, you're really excited for $500 a day. Like you got really excited about that. But then you have an $8,000 drawdown. And isn't that really a big deal? Isn't that really stupid? Okay, well, it's a good question, and I'm gonna accept it as a reasonable question because I know. Well, the reason I'm making these videos is to try to be helpful. Not trying to brag, and I don't think that comes off that way at all, ever. And I don't think I'm trying to say that I'm the best trader in the world. I don't think it comes off as that either. Something works for me really well, and here's a little bit more information on why. So let's say you are running a business. And let's say it's a dry cleaning business. And let's say your dry cleaning business makes $500 a day. And let's say that over a 20-day work month, because you're closed a bunch of days, let's say, that equals $10,000 in revenue per month. And let's say that in order to run your dry cleaning business, you have an $8,000 line of credit, a rotating line of credit. And let's say that you draw on that line of credit to make payroll, buy supplies for your dry cleaning business, and that you go through a regular process of paying it down and then drawing on that line of credit or borrowing over and over again. And at any given time, you're paying it down and drawing on it. And you might always have a line of credit open. You may always have some money owed to the bank on the line of credit. And maybe in a particularly good month, let's say that one month you make $15,000 and you just pay off the entire line of credit. And let's say, in fact, that once you've paid that entire line of credit off, every day or week, you just keep paying it off all the way. It doesn't seem like a giant mistake. It doesn't seem like a huge problem, and that's a business. Now, I run trading as a business. I don't run trading as I had a loss, and that means I'm a bad person, or, my losses are bigger than my wins. Then I violated the 10th rule of Van K. Tharp's 72 reasons to do trading math just like me or whatever. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I'm running it as a business, and the goal of the business is to keep generating income and keep paying down this line of credit or this drawdown or whatever. And you can't let the drawdown get out of control, but it's not a problem to have a system that can make $10,000 in a month that has a drawdown of $8,000. So if I'm trading a trading system that can make $10,000 in a month, and in order to do that, I have to accept an occasional $8,000 drawdown, well, that seems completely reasonable to me. That drawdown's not permanent. It does go away. Now it can get worse, in which case, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to tell you that it's perfect and everything's great and whatever else, but this is a trade-off that I'm perfectly willing to say. And I think someone read that when I had a $500 day, I got really excited and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And maybe it sounded like I was bragging. And no, I'm just saying I had a $500 day, and I don't know, I wouldn't mean to brag. I was just happy. And then someone said, well, then you had an $8,000 drawdown. Same person said, do you want me to cry? No, I'm not going to do that. Do you want me to panic? Nope, not going to do that. Instead, I thought, well, this is a moment where I can sort of explain why I'm doing this experiment. I'm running this experiment to see if the profits to drawdown ratio is acceptable for me. It doesn't have to be acceptable for you, and I never meant that I don't want to sound like this is the only way that anyone can do it. And that's just kind of how I'm doing things. And I'm pretty happy with this. And the reason I'm pretty happy with it is I believe that every trading system has a trade-off. You can either accept a losing streak of small trade losses. You can accept a drawdown, but you can't expect to have a trading system that's the perfect trading system. Doesn't exist. It doesn't. And maybe it does for you, and that's great. And hey, stay in touch with me. I mean, I'm always, that's interesting. But for me, it doesn't exist. And so what I do is I try to generate a certain amount of profit. I try to clear out the drawdown every day, as you have seen me try to do. And I accept that occasionally I'm going to get myself stuck in some trades, and I'm going to have to deal with it and take responsibility for those, and that it could get worse. And that there are just natural consequences of trying to make money or trying to be in the trading business. And I'm not here to look better than anyone else or suggest that I'm not better than anyone else. And this isn't necessarily the right way for everyone to do it. And I've made these videos pretty public, showing even the bad and the good, for the purpose of talking through some things that are interesting to me in the world of trading. And like I said, I accept it's not the only way to do it or whatever. So for any of you that felt offended that I was bragging or misunderstood the meaning behind me saying that a $500 day was really good, all I meant to say is it looks like the system could, when cleared out regularly, produce between 10 and even 12,000 or more per month. And that right now I'm dealing with a 8% drawdown or a 7.5% drawdown or a 7% drawdown, and it's totally reasonable. And that was absolutely acceptable to me, and I didn't have a problem with it. And anyway, that's where we're at. It's part 22. I love hearing from you in the comments. So leave a comment below here on the video on the YouTube if you want to ask more questions. If you're just a troll and you're anonymous, you can, in your case, you could just go drink a bottle of wine and jump off a bridge. Also, I love you, and God bless you for making me a better person by challenging me. Anyway, have the greatest day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Maybe. Yes.